Hello everyone and welcome to SpartanGaming and my playthrough of The Room. So, The Room is, I'm going to say it's not old. It's relatively old. Today's standards, I guess. Came out in 2012 if I remember correctly on iOS. And then it came out, I think like a year later on Android. I have this multiple versions of this. I got it on my Android, on my tablet. I've got it on the PC, which I'm playing on now. I've got it on my Switch. Yeah, and that's roughly it. So I don't have an iOS, so never have, never will. But yeah. So this is a, think of, how would you explain what this game is? Oh, according to Wiki, this game it counts as a puzzle video game developed by Fireproof Games. Fireproof Games is a bloody good company. I think they're only a very small, tight group, but they do produce very, very good games. Short but sweet. But yeah, it's a puzzle game. It's done in a first-person escape room type game. Would you call it escape room? I don't know. I'm rambling. So let's begin, and we'll explain as we go, shall we? So, one thing I don't like about this game is if you replay this game, there's no way to skip the tutorials. So, if you've done this once before and you know how everything works, you're forced to do it over and over and over again. I've played and completed this game multiple times, and the tutorial doesn't get any better, I guess you could say. But yeah, click and drag the mouse to look around. There we go. So yeah, so this is what this is basically what the game is. You were given a box or a puzzle, and yeah, then you're just told to open it, I guess you could say. That's the type of puzzle it is, and yeah, there's only like ever one solution to do a puzzle, but yeah, I've turned off all the hints so we don't get any annoying pop-ups telling you, oh, there's a hint if you want it, because that's degrading. I refuse. But yeah, it's telling us to focus on set envelope. Yeah, so this game works a hell of a lot better on the Android or your phone, just because this, like the House of Da Vinci, which I played recently, it's fine on PC. To be honest, it doesn't look any different. This game doesn't on the Android than it does on PC. It might look a bit different, but I don't know. I got old man eyes. But yeah, these bits where you have to slide stuff around and rotate and stuff, it works fine. I guess you could say it works perfectly fine. It does get a bit cumbersome and a bit fiddly. So yeah, it's not annoying, but it just becomes frustrating sometimes, depending on how. If you're like me and you don't have any patience, because screw that. But yeah, let's take this small brass key. You're not gonna let me read that envelope? No. This love about this game is the fact that everything has this satisfying click. The sound design of this game is bloody brilliant. Everything just clicks together. Thanks for telling me, tutorial. Doesn't do anything. Perhaps something's missing. I can't click on this note, and I can't read that. I do apologize. It's very small on my screen. It's you came. I know your curiosity would get the better of you. Please excuse the mess. My housekeeper abandoned me. Oh, shortly after the rest of the world. The answers you seek are inside the box, along with something else. Something they said could never be built. It is the only one in existence, and it's the key to incomprehensible power. This is super tiny for me to read. The safe was constructed? That looks like a U and a... Oh my god. It's constructed to keep it from lesser minds. I have every faith in you. Solving its mysteries. You were always a smart one with the enclosed key. I gift you one parting favor. Keep the eyepiece with you always. Without it, you are as blind as the rest. The stakes are higher than you could possibly imagine. So AS. Mysterious guy. So the only clue we get is this. Leave me fire and I shall survive. Give me drink and I shall die. Could word that as... To be honest, it could word that as water, but... Okay. So it's down on the bottom. You notice these symbols. One's water. They are alchemical symbols, aren't they? It's... I know that's not the answer. I'm clicking back. It's not air. It's fire. Fire is 𝘱𝘶. Wood feeds it, water puts it out. I guess I should give it a push. Found a peculiar old key. There's something unusual about this key. I should take a closer look. Looks like I can turn the end to make the key into different shapes. Thanks. Thanks, tutorial. I hate this tutorial. I really do. There we go. We got an ornately engraved metal plate. The end looks like it could be used as a wrench. So now we need to go into here. Do a bit of this. We get a lens. Looks like it could fit into the eyepiece. Ooh. So yeah, this is basically what the game is. It's oh, it's creepy as fuck, isn't it? Yeah, this I think is this 5 games in this series? One of them is the VR version. The VR game on this is bloody brilliant. I would never be able to record it because recording VR gameplay for me is not impossible. I mean, I could record it using the Quest 2, which is what I have, but it means that I'll have to have a different microphone, and it will sound like shit. Another key symbol, but this won't fit. It shouldn't fit. Doesn't fit. Let's try that way. Easy. Now we just got to make us a... What is that? An eyeball? So we'll start in the middle. Which is there. Oh no, I know what it's making. It's making that the try thing, whatever you call it. I thought it was making an eyeball. Obviously it wasn't. Let's take it out and take a closer look. And chapter complete. There you go. It does look pretty, this game does, I must admit. Pleasing progress, but do you really think you have proven yourself yet? I wish you'd just stop holding my hand. This is a game like you don't need a tutorial. You really don't. Like, I'd prefer if there was no tutorial. These three seals stand between me and the contents of this box. So look, that should be your only hint. Like, there's no tutorial now, but that should be it. That's all you need. I need to break these three symbols to open the box. And then off you go. Now you need to know, how the hell do I open these symbols? Hey, how do I open these symbols? You know, there's some, like, this weird texture means that you can do this. And each one has a number, so 5, 7, and 6, and 2. There's also a symbol here on the left hand side. Don't forget that, because you're going to need it. So we know that this, so it's 2, 5, 6, and 7. Which are these numbers here? So 2. Very, very spooky. Yeah, this game does have a really it has a very Lovecraftian vibe. There's no horror. There's no not really jump scares. There's like loud noises that do make you go, whoa, what the fuck? But it's like there's no monsters. There's no way to die or whatever. It's more of a, like I said, it's more of a puzzle game. It just has this very spooky. It's very spooky. Ah, there we go. So this is February 11th. My research continues at a snail's pace with these barbaric instruments. Right, mate. I can barely read anything at all, but there is something there. Between earth and fire, between water and air. I cannot see it, but I can see its presence. Like the shadow of an object without substance, yet betraying the shape and form of that which casts it. It's the final element, null. Yes, the null is... How would you explain null? Holy shit, this game is very confusing. Like, once you've played like all 4 games, you know, before the VR version, it still doesn't make hardly any sense. Not to my stupid small brain anyway. But null is like the it's like this weird tentacle sort of power thing. It's very, very confusing. We'll see it later, but it's even now I still don't really understand it. It brings meaning to the rest, just as the numbers of the world are meaningless without their zero. The circle are petty fools, blinded by their dark arts and their greed. Alchemy is not the pursuit of callow gold; it is the pursuit of this. So the circle are basically the, would you call them a bad guy? They're the guys who are trying to use null for, as I said, for dark arts and greed. So I guess you could say they're the bad dudes. You don't really see the circle at all until into the 4th game, Old Sins. And you get like a little glimpse into what they are or who they are, but it's very hush hush. It's very Illuminati. So, oh, that's weird. So you can obviously click on this here. Give it a spin. Got a short piece of cotton. It smells like paraffin. So, candle. We can come here and put in there. So we can't do anything else now. There's something missing here. Something with lenses, if I remember correctly. There's a lot of things in this game that are quite difficult to spot. So if you use your eyeglass, it normally gives you these clues that there's 3 fingers here. So maybe you can press it. Oh, he gave me a book. At the end of one of these symbols here. So to this. Another journal from the mysterious dude. Oh, I can't zoom into this one either. February 11th again. My research continues at a oh, this is what we just read. Hold on, why would it give me the note now? I think that's weird. Yeah, 1 of 7. Huh. Yeah, that was the note we just read on top of here. Oh. Give us a little key. So we got this key. We don't know what to do with the key just yet. But if we come here, open this, use the key into here, give it all crank. So I got that spinning. Still can't use this because we don't have the eyepiece. So that's the next protocol. There is another, this one here. You can turn this. Yeah, these little things we can turn are normally done easier on touchpad. On like your phone and such. If we turn this to like there. Ooh. And then we can go back into here. Put your boy there. Give it a look in. Can't be anything spooky. Oh, that's not spooky. I get the feeling there's more to this than I saw. Would the eyepiece reveal anything? So click the eyepiece and click on it again. Yeah. It gives us a word trial. And said weird creepy dude with no face. That's still spooky to me, that is. Oh. We need to make a something with horns. And it gives us an L. Oh, thanks. Which goes there. So this is where we need to put trial in. And you notice it's not like, it's not A to Z, it's like weird. It cuts out a lot of letters. I don't know why. I mean, it would be a pain in the arse to go through like, it's 26 letters. There's one seal done. One seal open, 2 more to go. And it opens weird box. Oop. Do this. So this puzzle itself is much easier on a tablet, because this is done by gyro. So wherever you move your phone or your tablet, this turns. On this, it's done by you clicking on this weird circle plate thing, which then like moves these around. And all you need to do is make sure that they face forward. You don't need to do all of them at the same time. They can be all done separately, but it's very finicky. What makes it difficult is the camera moves with you, which doesn't help at all. So this is the null symbol. You will enter this symbol a lot in the game. We can't do anything here because we don't have the right thing, so kind of did that not really needing to. So we can't do anything else with this just yet. This is we need like a key, which then opens this up here, and we also need a key for this. Something here. We can come here. So look, that's another symbol, which is like an upside down crown. And the way we type these in is here, which is like there. So the symbols for that is there's one there. There's one up here, which is circle top left. I'll do them one at a time because I'll only forget, because I have a very fish-like memory. There's also one inside here, which is, come on, let me move. It's like a, I don't even know how to describe that symbol. That, and then you can just wing this. Yeah. And that the key goes in here. Which opens this. Oh, it's worlds of him. It's puzzles within puzzles. That's how it is. Obviously, this key then goes in here. Which gives us an enameled brass star. And then open that up. Right. The star goes up here. Oh. Another letter. June 21st. Take note of this date. It is the most significant in human history. I have done it. A human subject was required. Whoa, wait. Is that a human test subject? Oh no, it was himself. The catalyst was my own being. Fatigued by my studies, I entered the chamber without disabling the mechanism. When I regained consciousness, I had succeeded. Dude, that's not good. The null element is beyond curious, being neither quite energy nor matter. I have already made great strides in its study, specifically in how it refracts the light. Tonight, I open the wine. Ah, dude. It's not going to go well for you, buddy. It really isn't. So, yeah, you've in... The null itself is a very mysterious element. It has like abilities to like warp space and time. I don't like this heartbeat. It's makes me very anxious. But yeah, the null it warps space and time, and this is why all these massive puzzles fit inside tiny boxes, because it's to do with the null. It's like a separate space or something. It's very confusing. I've played this game, like I said, I played all of the games multiple times, and I still don't understand this bloody story. But yeah, I'm sure somebody will explain to me. So yeah, you turn this, and it puts these up. Obviously, there's a sequence. When you get it wrong, it resets. Luckily, I remember it. This one I don't really remember. I know you click on this and the solution's here. But as you can see, you can't exactly click on it. It says that looks like a 2 and a 3. So you'd think like 2 and a 3, but it's not. I think it's 2 and a 5. Yeah. Might be a 5. I don't know. I don't even know if that is the solution for this. I've always winged that. It's something I always remembered. So yeah. If you drag keys over to locks that don't fit, it gives the outline of the puzzle, so you don't have to keep winging it. I love this. Like, this is something that I think I said it on my playthrough of the House of Da Vinci, that it didn't do this. There's a lot of puzzles with keys and stuff, and this is the first game I played where it gives you like a little cheat for the solution. Just match up the line to the lines, and it's as simple as that. Oh, I mean, we just opened this, and it gave us one puzzle, and then we close it and open it again, and it had another one. Puzzles within puzzles. So this gave us a die with a square hole, which would go into here. So yeah, so like the second seal is open. One more to go. So yeah, all these big instrumental puzzles inside this tiny little box is because of the null. Because that it warps space and time, and yeah, it creates its own like pocket dimension, I guess you could say. It's very, very spooky. Bloody dangerous as well. So if I remember correctly, you need to go switch the turn. There we go. Next puzzle is this here. So you notice that there's 4 circles with their notch in each one. with a symbol as well. So as you can see, there's a symbol right at the bottom here with a circle. So if I move this, it moves the circle on the top left of that box. So all you need to do is find these symbols and make it so that these are facing the correct way. So that it makes a nice rectangle, I guess you could say. The one that's always a pain is this one here, the triangle, and it's hidden away in here. I always forget this. I think that was right. And there's this one down here, which should be that way. And there's this square which is on the top of here. Just needs to be there. It should be right. Oh yeah. Got a cog. An elastic band. So the cog's going to here somewhere. Of course it goes in that one. Of course it does. Almost like I've not played this game before. Screwdriver. Screwdriver goes in here. And oh yes, we have to do this 4 times. Yes. I mean, it's not bad. There's a puzzle, I think, in the second game where it's like you have to do the same thing like 6 times. Like, it's super boring. Nobody wants to do the same shit over and over again. I mean, I don't. Oh yeah, so yeah, you press this and it obviously, I am getting through this fast, aren't I? I do apologize. I did recently play this chapter yesterday just to come to terms with how shit I am at it. But yeah, that button obviously stops this. Press it at the right time. So it gave us a folded key. Very spooky. Which goes into where does it go into? Here. Again, if you bring the key up, it does the throwing shape. It will then give you this solution to figure out. And it should be there. Okay, there we go. Medium cog. That's just what we need. It goes into here. So it feels like I could take this off again if I need to. Hint, hint. It gives another cog. So we need to come up here now. So we need to take this back off what we just put on. We need to put them here. Use the elastic band between them. Oh, then we should be able to. There you go. And then all we need to do is press this button here, which then move this. Nice. A long, narrow steel tube. Let's have a look. Something on it. Some kind of small key. And an old photograph. If we turn it around, we get Rev 605. Spooky, spooky. So, Rev 605. Like, that would be perfect time to, like, use our eyepiece, but you can't use eyepiece on items inside your inventory. I think you can in the later games, but on this one you can't. So the small key goes into the side of here. Yeah, this game rarely, like, goes outside of puzzles. Like, everything, like, the main objective is this puzzle here. There's no other one. There's no reason to, like, figure out how to open this, because you can't until the game tells you to, basically. So you don't really get lost. You might in the later chapters, but you might not. It just depends how inept you are, or inept. Oh, good lord, I remember this puzzle. It's like... There we go. It's always a pain to get these lined up sometimes. The obvious solution is not always the correct. We've got a small silver shield, which goes on top of this dude, if you noticed. He's silver, so obviously he wants a shield. But does he? Does he really want a shield because he won't take the shield because he has a sword? So that's a red herring right there. It's this guy here. We got an oval gemstone which goes inside the clock. If you notice, there's a hole right here. Oh, it's not gonna let me. There we go. It's weird. There we go. So now if we click on the eyepiece, we can move this dial, which moves these hands, which, if you remember correctly on the back of this photo, we got 6:05, which is a time. So all we need to do is make it say 6:05. So there's 6 and 5. Done. And that's that chapter done, I think. Oh. Chapter complete. Please progress, but do you really think you have proven yourself? I just think I've proven myself pretty damn well, thank you very much. It's getting real relaxed to dig on you, doesn't it?